Hello and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and are my kids' favorite book stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you a book, Heading to Bed. Children need much more sleep than grown-ups do. That's because children are growing and their brains are developing all the time. Are you going to bed at the right time to get enough sleep? We can do lots of things to get a better night's sleep. Exercising during the day is helpful. It's best not to eat chocolate close to bedtime because it has caffeine in it, which can keep you awake. It's also a very good idea to take time to relax before bed. Can you think of other things that help you relax? What about counting sheep? We used to think this would help us sleep, but scientists discovered that it doesn't. They found it's better to imagine going on a nice walk, maybe along a beach or through the woods. Where would you go on your imaginary walk? Have you ever taken a cat nap? You probably have. A cat nap is when you have a little dose during the day, just like a cat. Cats sleep for about 15 hours a day. How lazy is that? But it doesn't even begin to compare with the sleepiest world record holder of all time, the little brown bat. This tiny mammal hangs out in caves and forests in North America, and it's not called the little brown bat for nothing. It is only about 3.5 inches long. That's about the same length of a crayon. It doesn't weigh much more than a crayon either. However, for such a small creature, it certainly takes the biggest snooze. This bat spends almost 20 hours a day in the land of Nod. The mammal who gets the least shut-eye of all is a trumpet fanfare. Please, the African elephant. In 2016, the scientists studied two wild elephants in southern Africa to find out more about how these huge creatures sleep. By placing special trackers under the skin of their trunks, scientists discovered that the elephants slept for only 2 hours a day. Sometimes they didn't even sleep at all. How the elephants stay healthy with so little sleep is still a mystery. On August 6, 1961, German Tito from Russia was having a hard time falling asleep. Why? He was suffering from motion sickness, which was not surprising. At the time, he was looping Earth on his Soviet spacecraft, Vostok 2. As he tried to sleep, the queasy cosmonaut, that's the Russian version of an astronaut, was disturbed by his hands floating above his body in the weightless environment. After tucking his loose limbs under his belt, Tito finally fell asleep. By the end of his mission, he had managed to orbit Earth a total of 18 times and to break an extra gross world record at the same time. In addition to being the first person to sleep in space, Tito was also the first to vomit there. The official world record for the loudest snore is held by Carrie Walker, who granted and snored his way into the Guinness World Records in Sweden in 1993. His snore was recorded as 93 decibels, which is as loud as a lawn mower. But a woman in the UK has beaten that record. She was recorded snoring at a whopping 111.6 decibels. That's noisier than a low flying jet. The snore came from the mouth of Jenny Chapman, a grandmother who admits she's been a champion snorer for as long as she can remember. Her husband says that sleeping in the same room with Jenny is like sleeping in a zoo. This is how he describes her different snores. There's one that's like the roar of a lion, one that's like a trumpet of an elephant, and sometimes she does that thing that orangutans do. Maybe it's time someone invented the world's most powerful earplugs. I hope you enjoy listening to the book Heading to Bed. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite book stories. See you soon!